Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will show you how we can protect our company information data via Intune, and I will show you how we can protect our company data on iOS devices as well as on Android devices. The setup is pretty simple. I will go one by one step and I will show you how we can protect company data on Android devices and iOS devices. So if you have seen my previous lecture about information protection, I showed how we can protect company information, company data on Windows devices. So we will protect our company data and we will encrypt our company data on Android and iOS devices, but we will still allow users to be more productive. So if you can see my screen, I am in Intune Management Portal. In Intune Management Portal, let's go to Apps, then go to App Protection Policies. Let's create a policy for iOS device to protect our company data on iOS devices. Let's name it Information Protection iOS. Hit next. Here we can first select policy targets to, right? So down here we can select public app and custom app. We can select here all apps. We can select here all Microsoft apps. We can, I want to go to selected apps and I want to select applications myself so that we can protect data on the applications. So basically we can select here Microsoft applications only like Microsoft Word, Microsoft Office, Microsoft Outlook, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft OneDrive, Microsoft Edge. So data will be moved or copied only between these Microsoft apps which I will select here. As a storage, as you can see, we can use Microsoft OneDrive, we can use Microsoft Teams. Okay. Just for your clarification, I've added some applications here. Let's select these applications, hit next. Okay, here, first option we can see that backup organization data to iTunes and iCloud backups. So we don't want to allow that. Let's block. The next option is set organization data to other apps. Let's see what are the options here. So what I want to send organization data only between policy managed apps, the apps we have selected in the previous tab, in the app tab. So I only want data between these apps. No one will be able to move our data outside of these apps. We can select apps to exempt, select universal links to exempt, select manage universal link. So I will not select any other thing. So let's go to next option, save copies of organization data. Select block to prevent saving copies of organization data to new location other than selected storage using save as. Select allow to permit saving copy of organization data to new location. So I will block it. I will not allow saving copy of data to a new location and I will only allow users to save data to company apps. The apps that are linked to company email like OneDrive, SharePoint, they will be able to copy or move data between our company recommended apps. We can select box, we can select local storage, we can select photo library as well. I will select only the apps which our company allow them storage, cloud storage, we can say basically OneDrive for business and SharePoint. Transfer telecommunication data to. I will select no. Do not transfer this data between the apps. Okay. Transfer messaging data to. I will again select no. Do not transfer this data between apps. Or we can select a specific messaging app. You can go to other option if it's required for your company, a specific dialer app or any other app. Okay, receive data from other apps. So there are options that we can receive data from all other apps, from policy manager, from none of the apps or all apps with incoming organization data. So basically getting data from all apps, I will select all apps here. Okay. Now next point is restrict, cut, copy and paste between other apps. Like we can copy data from our Outlook email and we can forward that to WhatsApp. We can forward that to any other app. We can paste on any other app. So basically, we will only allow copy, cut, and paste to policy manage apps. The apps we have selected in the apps section only between Microsoft apps. Third party keyboard. I can block those third party keyboard here. I can allow those. So it's up to you and your company requirements what they have allowed. Next option is encrypt organization data. This is very important option, and if you want to get detail you can come here and you can get detail here. The data will get encrypted according to encryption schemes. So I will select require. We want to encrypt company data. Okay. Sync policy manage app data with the native apps. So you can see we can choose block to prevent policy manage app data from sending data to device native apps like contact, calendar, or other widgets. Better to block this data to sync policy manage app data with other native apps or add-in. The next interesting option is we can block printing company data. Like if someone opens company data into Word or Excel that is connected to company email and they want to print, we can block or we can allow print. I will keep allow here. Okay, we will allow printing company data on company managed devices that is connected to company email. Restrict web content. For example, if you are getting any link into your Outlook or we can suggest the Zoom invitation link, right, for any meeting. Once you click on that link, that will get open into a browser. So I will select here default Microsoft Edge. Like any web content transfer will get open only in Microsoft Edge. You can select unmanaged devices, you can select any app, then any app will be able to open those web content transfer. So be careful about every option that's recommended by your company. Here I am just explaining that what can do and what are the options here. The next option is organization data notification. We can block, allow. I will better to leave it, allow for my users. Hit next. Now we have a PIN and credential requirements that user must meet to access apps in a work context. So pin for access required. I will select it required pin type numeric simple pin. Okay, I have allowed that. Select maximum pin length here. We can allow touch ID instead of pin here. We can override biometrics with pin after. So these are the some options. You should be very careful about these options. What are your requirement? What are your company requirement? If you wanna pin reset after number of days, you can select yes and give here the days. I don't want this yet, or if I want, I can select yes, 90 days. A pin when device pin is set. So a pin is required or not when the device pin is already set. So we can select it required or not required. Better to not bother users too much. Let's select not required. Work or school account credential for access. So I will select it not required because I don't want user to do a lot of process to get to the application all of the time. So I don't want their email login to access all the time. Recheck access requirements after minutes of inactivity. It's 30 minutes selected. You can change it according to your requirement. Hit next. Now we are in conditional launch. Like app conditions are here. How we want users to get login, or if the device gets lost, or if user is not able to get to their device. We can select options here. Maximum pin attempts 5, and after 5 attempts they will be able to reset the pin. Offline grace period, wipe data after 90 days, log access after 1440 minutes. So you can select these options according to your requirement. Jailbroken or rooted devices, log access. You can select all other options as well according to the requirements. Let's hit next. Here we can add the group of users, like the users who are using personal devices or the users who are using company devices. That doesn't matter in our case. So I can select all of the users here in my example, and we can also exclude users. Right here we have the option of excluding users. We can add the user, we can add that group that needs to be under this policy. We can exclude the group that needs to be removed or that needs to be out of scope of this policy. Okay, I will select the group that have all of our company users because this policy is for all of the users. Now I am in the section where I can review and create the iOS policy with these settings. So I can hit create. Now the policy is created, iOS information protection, and it will take some time to sync across the devices. So as we have already created iOS policy, and we can proceed to Android policy without wasting your time. So Android policy is pretty much like iOS policy. So let me try to explain and show you how we can set up Android policy. Okay, same as we have created the iOS policy, we can create an Android policy from Intune Management Portal. Go to Create Policy and click on Android. We can say Information Protection Android. Okay, hit Next. Again, same as you can select the public app So just for your explanation and just for your clarification, I will select few apps here, not all the apps. Let's select one storage app as well. If user want to copy data or if user want to save data, they will be able to do it in Microsoft OneDrive only, right? Microsoft OneDrive or SharePoint that is provided by company. Or if they want to save an email attachment, they will be able to save into OneDrive only. Or they want to save Microsoft Word, they will be able to save OneDrive. Or they want to save Excel, they will be only able to save into OneDrive Cloud Storage. These all apps should be connected to company email, then user will be able to transfer data. At next, same block organization data to Android backup. No, we don't want to backup to Android our organization data. Here, select policy manage app, save copies of data block, transfer telecommunication data. No, do not transfer messaging data. No, do not transfer. Restrict cut copy and paste. Policy manage apps with paste in. You will be only able to paste into company apps from other apps, and you will not be able to paste company data to any non-managed apps. Screen capture and Google Assistance. This is option only under Android. So we can block screen capture of company data and we can block Google Assistant for company data. Approve keyboard. You can select required and not required. It depends upon your requirement. Encrypt. Yes, we want to encrypt company data, encrypt organization data on enrolled devices. Yes, we want to encrypt. Sync policy manage apps data with native apps. Same, we don't want this. We want to allow printing. That's fine. Restrict web content transfer with other apps. I want to allow only Microsoft Edge. You can select any app unmanaged browser according to your requirement. Organization data notification. Okay, allow start Microsoft Tunnel connection on app launch. Allow connection to VPN when app is launched. So we don't need this option in our requirement. I will hit next. Again, the pin requirement, right? I will not go through all of this as I've already explained you in iOS. So I will hit next. Okay, now app conditions. If device is broken, if device is lost, or if account get hacked, or if forget the pin. These are the options I already showed you in iOS. Hit next. We can add a group here, same as we did in iOS. I wanna add all of the users here who are the part of this group. Hit next. Okay, now we are at the end of this configuration to protect company information on Android devices. I will hit create. Okay, now the policy is created. So for getting details, like if the policy is getting applied or no, we can go here into the policy, we can go to properties, we can see, we can go to overview, we can see here how many user will get checked in, right? How many user will get checked in into any of these apps and how many users will get registered here. We can see all of the details here. Let's see if there anything in iOS. Yeah, see, there are two users checked in into Outlook and OneDrive. Okay, Okay, this is all about information protection over iOS devices and Android devices. So I try my best in my every video to cover everything very clearly and very smoothly, and I try my best to cover everything to the point without wasting even a second. So the important thing is that now you can go ahead and test on your mobile phones. On iOS, you can log in into your email and it will ask for PIN Microsoft Authenticator, or you have to authenticate your devices just by doing a login. But for Android, as far as I tested, you will need to download a company portal app into your Android device to get to your email. So just download company portal app from a Play Store into your Android devices and just hit sign in. Once you get signed in into company portal app, then you will be able to get to company emails, company data, Outlook, OneDrive, the apps that are allowed by your company. Thanks for watching. Keep watching, keep sharing. Bye.